Hello, Michael Bull here with the Commercial Real Estate Show. We're at the 2015 National Association of Realtors Conference and Expo. We have Alex Ruggieri with us. And Alex, you've been very involved with the 1031 exchange process, and tell us what's going on there. I mean, the 1031 is really important to the economy and to commercial real estate brokers and residential who do 1031s, right?
Well, absolutely. I am on the board of directors for the Society of Exchange Counselors, and I am one of the on the board of governors for the National Council of Exchangers. And so we're watching this issue very closely because there's some rumblings, there's some people looking, and we understand that our government needs to take a hard look at the tax code. It is cumbersome. It does need to be streamlined, but we feel very strongly that the 1031, which stands for the Section 1031 of the IRS tax code, which allows somebody to do what we call a tax-deferred exchange, should be preserved. It's very important to note that this is not a tax dodge. This is not a loophole. This is merely a deferral of the tax until a later date. The IRS still will get all the taxes due, depending on the circumstances of the transaction, in a future date. It's very similar, Michael, to what happens with homeowners. If they buy a house equal to or greater in value than the one they live in, then they will not have to pay tax immediately on any gains. And this is a tremendous tool to stimulate the housing market for realtors, for people who buy and sell anything related to housing, carpeting, appliances, the whole bit. You know how that works. And so if the government, for instance, were to eliminate that aspect of the tax code, it would really put a damper in the economy. The interesting aspect of homeowners is they usually move because they have to. They got a new baby, they got a new job, or whatever, they have to do it. So if they eliminated that tax provision, maybe some of those transactions would still happen anyway. But in the case of commercial, those are elective decisions, and most of those people are making business decisions based on benefits to them. And if you eliminate a large tax benefit, those things could literally just shut down, and people would be very wary of selling in the future. And so it's very, very important.
And I think it's important that our politicians kind of understand a little bit more about it, because just like you mentioned in residential, where they start selling furniture and home improvements and the Lowe's stores and all that do well, in commercial, there's a lot of people involved in these transactions, not only realtors, but you also have the brokers, the title companies, right? All the vendors that are involved, the architects, there's so many people involved in these transactions that I was talking to some lawyers the other day, and just the lawyers alone would just have a huge drop in their business.
Well, how about the people that sell office furniture? Yeah. Whenever I sell an office building, it is a home run for my friends in the office furniture business. I mean, they'll come in, they'll have modular units, and they might get a $30,000 order when a company moves from one building to another. Yeah. So it's huge. It's a very, very important aspect of the economy. And we just, again, want to emphasize this is not a tax dodge. It is merely a deferral. All the taxes will be paid to the IRS eventually, but it is a tremendous tool to stimulate the economy, and we need to have that kind of stimulation.
Right. What's an easy way for our viewers and listeners to follow and find out what's happening with the 1031? And then if Congress is trying to get rid of it, what can they do?
Okay, stay tuned. The National Association of Realtors is paying very close attention to this, and we are going to be sending out a call to action. I don't have the website yet because it's yet to be created, but it's going to be very easy for our membership to respond, a one-click kind of response to register their concern about this issue. So stay posted, it's coming.
Alex, thanks for joining us.
Michael, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure and an honor to be on your show.
Good to see you. Michael Bull with the Commercial Real Estate Show at the 2015 NAR Conference and Expo.
The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty, a great place to do business. RealNex, software for productivity. Xceligent, information for the professionals. And Commercial Search, properties for sale and lease. To access these companies or for additional videos, podcasts, and articles, visit CREshow.com.